Try to go slow, and that is hard to make that. So frontalis muscle. It's going to raise your eyebrows, and it's going to draw the scalp anteriorly. Orbicularis oculi, surround the eye. It's going to close the eye for blinking. Orbicularis oris surrounds the mouth. It's going to purse the lips. Masseter. It's for closing the jaw, major muscle for mastication, for chewing. Temporalis. Also going to close the jaw, aids in mastication. Buccinator. Also right in there. And that compresses the cheeks against the teeth. Sternocleimastoid. You got two of them. On the other side, it's not there. Together, they flex the head. Singularly, they're going to laterally flex and rotate the head. Pectoralis major. It flexes and immediately rotates the arm. Pec minor. It's going to abduct. It's going to rotate the scapula downward. Serratus anterior. Losing. Serratus anterior. It would abduct and rotate the scapula downward. Deltoid on the shoulder. Also going to be this model. Deltoid on the shoulder. So I abduct the arm. Intercostals between the ribs. Internal intercostals are going to be more medial. External intercostals are going to be more lateral. Internal are for expiration. External are for inspiration. Diaphragm. For inspiration on contraction. Your external obliques, they're going to flex, laterally flex, and rotate the trunk or the lumbar region. Internal obliques, if you cut that away, internal obliques, same thing, flex, laterally flex, and rotate the trunk. Rectus abdominis, flexion of the trunk. And transverse abdominis, they're going to be the deepest layer, and therefore compressing the abdomen. So we're sucking in, holding the abdomen in. Trapezius. It's going to raise the shoulders, so it raises the scapula and brings the scapula together, so it adducts the scapula. Latissimus dorsi. It's going to extend and adduct the arm. Teres major, you can see it on here, teres major, or on here, teres major. So the teres major, it's going to extend and adduct the arm, works with latissimus dorsi. Levator scapula. This will be this muscle up here. That's it. It's going to elevate the scapula, help shrug the shoulders. Rhomboid major and minor. They don't differentiate them on this model. They're going to elevate and adduct the scapula. The rotator cuffs. You have supraspinatus is on the top. So adduct the arm. Infraspinatus, same thing, adduction of the arm. And then teres minor, just above teres major. And that's going to help laterally rotate and extend the arm. Anterior portion of the arm, your biceps brachii, flexion at the elbow, brachialis, and on the inside too. That's also flexion at the elbow. Triceps on the posterior portion. That's extension at the elbow. And then pronator teres. That's for pronation. Flexor carpi radialis. Flexor carpi radialis. Flexion of the wrist. Flexor carpi ulnaris. Same thing, flexion at the wrist. Extensor digitorum on the posterior portion. Extensor digitorum right there. Extension at the wrist. Extensor carpi radialis longus. Right in there. Same thing, extension at the wrist. Extensor carpi ulnaris. Extension at the wrist. And then supinator is going to be deep to these muscles. Supinator is for supination. At the hips, you can use either model. So gluteus maximus. Gluteus maximus extends the thigh. And it's also going to laterally rotate the thigh. To see the gluteus medius, you got to take gluteus maximus off. So that's going to be below, deep to the gluteus maximus. And that's going to abduct, immediately rotate the thigh. Sartorius, band going across the anterior part of the leg. That's going to be for flexion at the thigh and laterally rotating the thigh, so it helps cross the legs. That's the major muscle for crossing your legs. That's what I remember. And then the tensor fasciolate on the lateral portion goes down the iliotibial band to the knee, and that's going to abduct the thigh. And you have the model, gluteus maximus, see the gluteus medius, take off the gluteus maximus, sartorius comes across, and then tensor fasciolate on the lateral portion. quadriceps, all the quadriceps are going to extend at the knee, or extend the leg. So you have rectus femoris is in the middle, vastus lateralis on the lateral portion of the leg, vastus medialis on the medial portion of the leg, and the vastus intermedius, you have to take the rectus femoris off. It's going to be to the rectus femoris. Hamstrings, all the hamstrings, they're going to flex at the knee, and then they aid in extending the leg. So biceps femoris is on the lateral posterior portion. The semitendinous and semimembranous run together. The semitendinous is on top of the semimembranous, which you can see on both sides underneath. Adductors, we have on the anterior portion, you can see the adductor magnus, the adductor longus, and then the gracilis splits the two. And that's it, they're all going to adduct the thigh. Tibialis anterior, it's going to dorsiflex the foot. Gastrocnemius, plantar flex the foot. Also aids in some flexion. That's it. One more. Soleus, you have to take off the gastrocnemius, and it's going to be deep to the gastrocnemius. So you think plantar flexion